Um, I'm Sachi Shah, and I am the founder of YACT, and we're a youth employment and community development program. I'd like to start by asking you all a little question. So how many of y'all have had a little bit of a challenge finding that first job, maybe that first internship? Yeah? Okay. Generally, most of us. Okay, and I presume that a lot of you have college degrees or are currently pursuing one. Now imagine if you are a low-income high school student with no particular college prospects, studying at a low-resourced high school in one of the poorest countries of the world. How hard do you think finding a job in that situation would be? So this is Machi. He is one of the most determined and resourceful young people I have ever met. I worked with him and his peers last year in Blantyre, Malawi. And within 3 weeks of training with us, Machi found himself on a seat on a committee that was convened by a local municipal health board to address the waste management issues in his urban township. Now that's the power of young people that we're trying to harness. So what's the specific challenge that we're talking about over here? To begin with, about 42.7% of sub-Saharan Africa's population lives under poverty and therefore lacks access to basic and complex services, and 62% of the unemployed population in sub-Saharan Africa is under the age of 25. And so our solution to this is to really build the leadership capacity of young people, specifically older high school students, to really go into their own communities, engage with public health related issues, and more specifically organize a larger community around these issues. We also encourage them to come up with viable market-based solutions to these problems, and if they're able to do that, we provide them with the seed capital and consistent guidance to our knowledge sharing platform to make sure that these ventures really thrive. So what's the evidence? Well, I piloted this project last year in 2 different settings, in rural Tanzania and urban Malawi. And the students I worked with in rural Tanzania identified water purification, water contamination as one of the biggest challenges facing their village community, and they did this themselves. And they came up with a household water purification system. They also expressed feeling a sense of ownership on over this project, and that was really important for us. And in urban Malawi, like I mentioned, we worked with students on the issue of urban waste management, again something they identified within their own communities. And they expressed feeling a sense of hope in being able to tackle this large systemic issue that they previously had not. So why is this approach innovative, especially since, there are lots of training programs out there and there are a lot of kind of social venture incubation programs? Well, number one, we're inclusive, we're not competitive, and this is very different from a lot of programs. We don't kind of take into consideration students' prior experience when they come into our program, nor do we actually consider their future goals, although we would like them to have kind of a social mindset towards whatever they are. We're data-driven. We integrate our students into a network of sustained guidance. We work in real time, and specifically only with older high school students who are the eminent out-of-work and out-of-school population that make up the unemployed population. And most importantly, our curriculum is predicated upon principles of something called community-based participatory action and research, which is essentially a form of research and community organizing. So it's a combination of scientific research methods and community organizing, and it's a proven, very effective form of community development that's been tried and tested but has not yet worked with high school students or in developing contexts. So really what we're trying to do here is to build a cohort of technically skilled and socially conscious young people